we are now in fall.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
no.
That went quick.
It's because we're
Ryan.
getting used to the game.
The two of clubs.
Oh, no. Someone returns to the community where were they? You find a body. Do people recognize who it is? What happened? They find the body of Slate Man,
Oh.
but they find him outside of town. And the reason they go looking for him is that someone took the book, went in and got the book out of holding because people had forgotten about it. It was locked away. And when they went out to find the sort of look for him, they find him completely sprawled out. Every piece of slate of obsidian, every piece of obsidian has been picked out of his body and put around him in a circle. And the book is still on his chest.
That's cool.
So there's now an area that's it's like you don't go there. The book was once again probably taken, and I've got a feeling the book was it's hidden. They hid it somewhere. I'm not going to say where because who knows, but the book has been hidden. And Slate and Obsidian Man is dead.
Okay. Sorry for anyone excited to name him.
Hey, you can still name him
now.
You can still name
You
him.
can still name him.
Hey, he might get that plaque after all.
Dumbest fuck.
All right, tick down.
Good old Rye guy here to kill NPCs before they get too popular. All right. And then my bit. Oh, God. God damn it. Why am I trying to type things at the same time? I just deleted whatever the last project was. Giant tree. Okay. For my bit, I'm going to...
Is the giant tree done?
No. Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. The Rangers come back and they don't have... they have not cut down a tree. Because they realize that it is home to a shit ton of animals. There's almost like a treetop village in the height of this thing of sticks that have been woven together, and there's this monkey kind of weird funky thing up there that are living, and they have rudimentary huts. They're not intelligent, they're not sentient. They're still animals, but they seem to have a society. And they're yeah, no, fuck that. We're not going to pick a fight with these monkeys. They're almost feathered monkeys.
Man, these Rangers are chill as hell. I love it.
Yeah, they realize that it could be kicking a hornet's nest if they start disrupting this many local wildlife that also seem to have the ability to build stuff.
Mm.
So I think they end up sort of almost making a conservation area, being this forest is off limits. We are respecting the population here, the animal population here.
Right. So that helps dictate my project a little bit.
Chop them down anyway.
No.
Kill monkeys.
Rogue lumberjacks.
The resources on the land seem to be a little bit hard with the herd being decimated and the trees not being a thing. So we're going to head to the sea and we're going to build our port. So we can especially explore the islands right behind us and definitely not go to Obsidian Island. So port.
So question about when the obsidian was taken off of him, was it still there or is it gone?
Oh no, they built it. They put it in a circle around him.
Oh,
with the
okay,
book
gotcha.
in the middle. So the obsidian's still there. So this man's obsidian is like an item. So it's collected on its own.
Was it laid out or jabbed into the ground?
It was jabbed into the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe it was a ritual that didn't go right. Maybe
it did go right.
Maybe it did go right. We don't know. Nothing was left. The body was still there.
Do we know how he died?
No. Yeah. So the Copper Cutlasses, I think, have learned their lesson. So they're working more in cooperation with the settlement to help build the port. So this is an effort between the council and the Cutlasses to show that the Cutlasses are working together. They're not a sketchy, slimy cult. They're just here to help. So they're going to help build the port. And I'm assuming 4 or 5? because it's a bigger thing.
Yeah, I think like
Yeah,
4.
I will say 4, and with like the inclusion of like they have like warehouses, like dock warehouses
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's a whole sort of like industrial area.
Awesome. That's it for me.
Niall, the 8 of clubs.
Oh dear. Someone sabotages a project and the project fails as a result. Who did this? Why? Someone is caught trying to sabotage the efforts of the community. How does the community respond?
You fucking come after my port, I swear to God.
I don't know if this is right, but I don't really like these copper cutlass guys. But however, I think the Hylix priests, one of them is caught trying to sabotage the port and trying to blame it on the copper cutlasses because being pseudo culty, they see like a threat to their kind of like religious supremacy.
Aggressive priests of Hylix. I like that. That's different.
One of the, I don't know anything about Hylix. Is this totally against what they would do?
They're hive mind and community.
That could still be like, you're messing with our community. Like we see you as a threat. So I think, that one of them is caught trying to sabotage the port, but while blaming it on the copper cutlasses.
All right, under important NPCs, let's put Rebel Hylix Priest. I feel like that is a noteworthy character.
We're going to run out of project space soon.
And I think the community kind of gets a little suspicious and like angry and distrustful of these Hylix priests who kind of like, did they come down like officially with the like corpos, or did they just kind of like arrive here?
They arrived here.
Yeah, so I think initially everybody kind of turned sour on having let them in. And my project, or I guess tick down stuff first.
Yep, you're good.
What do I want to do? I think in return, the Hylix community try to put on a festival. They try to make the first like national holiday of this settlement to try to like be like, no, we're good people. Like this was a one-off incident, nothing to do with us. Like, look, we're here for the community. So they're going to start preparing to put on a festival in a couple of weeks.
Cool. So like an end of fall festival. Should we say a 2?
I think 3 weeks. They're going to aim for end of fall, start of winter kind of deal. Like a Halloween almost.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So it's going to be like a harvest festival.
I got the 4 of clubs. The strongest among you dies. What caused the death? Or the weakest among you dies. Who's to blame for their death? I'm going to say the weakest. They're one of the like foremen who wasn't coming down for strength but for expertise.
Steve? Not Tiny Steve.
Yeah, like a dude who's done this before on many other planets and in many other systems, was brought in for expertise. He's old as shit, so he wasn't really like doing the physical labor, but his knowledge was invaluable. He dies because I've just realized we've not put a whole lot of effort in making like a ton of accommodation. We've gotten like the resources of it, but we haven't really built a whole lot of housing. So I think everyone is still kind of like outside of a few homes here and there that were like experiments. Everyone's still living in sort of like these communal, like prefab bunkers that like everyone's been living in since they landed here. And I think everyone is kind of like we're blaming sort of the people who are like, we're building a port, we're building a fucking merchant, a pub, like we're building all these like things of luxury without the necessities. And I think the laborers are getting a little upset at the people making the decisions.
That's very weight enterprise of us.
There's starting to be being like, we're kind of like losing the plot a little bit.
I think it makes sense because like there's money to be made in the merchant squatter. There's money to be made with the pub.
And
there's
winter's
money to
coming.
be made in the port. You know, like those are the priorities here.
Yeah,
for the corpse.
Okay, tick down projects.
Definitely think we need to make some houses.
I'm going to start a project, and the laborers are going to start like. There's a shift in sort of focus, and they're still doing their jobs to get paid, but I think they're kind of like working overtime and now doing things like off the clock to set up homes. They've got access to the shape slate. They've got access to this knowledge of like mixing in materials with their building materials will make their houses, and they just start setting up like homes. Nothing fancy. They're all still kind of like a mix between sort of the modern stuff and the archaic things. It's almost like a hybrid. But they start setting up like their own homes, and they don't really give a shit if the people who are happy to like collect their paycheck are still in the bunkers. So I'm going to say this is probably going to take a while. I'm going to say like 4 weeks.
4
to like set up their own homes because they're working like off hours.
4 weeks.
Cool. Ryan, the 7
Yeah.
of clubs.
7 of clubs. Project just isn't working out as expected. Radically change the nature of this project. When it resolves, you'll be responsible for telling the community how it went. Or something goes foul and supplies are ruined, add a new scarcity. I am going to radically change the nature of the Hylix Festival.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think everyone's just assumed these guys were priests of Hylix because they were all Sheeran. But as the festival gets closer and closer, we realize that no one actually asked which god these guys worship. So the festival won't be of Hylix. It might be of something else. I have until it finishes to come up with it.
Hell yeah. Okay, tick down your projects and take your action.
My action, I think we need to discover something. I think it's been a bit. We've been working so hard.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of projects.
Do a lot of projects, which is good because I know we want to be focused on the settlement.
We're doing a lot of projects, yet did forget houses.
Did forget houses.
Literally every time I've played the Quiet Year, that has happened.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been ignoring these riverlands. Like they're literally, I think we discover that the rivers are full of fish. They're abundant with a new kind of fish that we're not sure of what it's like. It's like a super salmon.
Going super salmon. Like super
We're
cyan.
going, yeah. We got to figure out some super salmon. Yeah, so we discover super salmon in the rivers.
Okay, Niall, the king of clubs.
King of clubs, baby. Natural disaster strikes the area. Choose one. You focus on getting everyone to safety, remove an abundance, and the project fails, or you focus on protecting your supplies and hard work at any cost. Several people die as a result. I feel like the people in charge wouldn't protect the people. So I think that's what's going to happen is, what natural disaster are we thinking? I don't know if I want to blow our load on that so soon. Fuck it. The original buildings all of a sudden drift free from the earth because of whatever like gravity weird thing happened. It suddenly like there's no explanation for why or how. The stuff built after our like discoveries are fine, but it does mean the tower floats free. And while it's kind of hanging there, the people that move to save things move to save the supplies of the Surge Stone and the supplies, basically. And when it falls, there are people still in the city that were not warned, were not brought to safety. And as a result, I think a lot of the blue-collar workers are killed.
So to be clear, the observation tower is now destroyed. It lifts
It
up.
is now destroyed.
Okay.
Whether or not it's still in peace, like in one piece and could be hoisted with less difficulty, I don't want to take away things people have done. It has fallen.
Yeah.
Among other buildings. I think that's the disaster. It was either that or a flood of man-bat creatures.
All right, take down our projects because none of them got destroyed.
What a good time for a festival.
Now we have the festival.
All right, Ryan. Yeah, I think you have to describe what this looks like.
Yeah, so obviously things aren't good. So what they do is that the festival is now a solemn event. And it's going to be sort of a the festival isn't now a harvest festival. It's about a memorial. This is the day where people pay respects to all the lives lost for the price of progress, for the price of moving the colony and the settlement forward and what this planet represents, which is a second chance for the system, the people of Euceron, the people of the Cube. Like, this is now a festival about more than Hylix, or more than it's not even religion. They take the religion out of it for now, and this is now a day where everyone pays their respects to those who've come before them. So it's a solemn day. There's a large meal. Like, it's about getting everyone who's still here together. Maybe the corpos don't think that, but the church gets the people, the blue collar, the hard workers, the people, like, together, and they make it about community, and this sort of gets those people back together to sort of go through this hard time, and maybe creates that divide more so between the corporation and the actual people living here and doing the work. But Festival of Memoriam, or whatever, we'll come up with a better name.
Is there a specific god that they do worship then? If
No,
they're not,
I think the church pivots here, and they're like, we're just a cool place to hang out. They don't want to get God into it right now. They're more worried about community. So we don't know.
and they all start skateboarding.
Yeah, they all do skateboarding tricks. Yeah. Everyone pops an ollie or whatever.
All right, start your project or whatever you're doing. Do your action.
My project
Well, I think it's Niall. I think
it's Niall's turn.
you were just finishing
Go,
because you
Niall.
chose that one thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think we need to back to square one, build another tower. Because we need sight lines, but we need to make sure that this is safe. So with what we've learned, I think we need a new observation deck. This time, I think we leave the center of the town. We build like 4 watchtowers, like one on each corner. So I think like 5 weeks to to do that. So it's like a bigger scale. And I think maybe if we can fold it in, repairing the hole in the fence that the fallen tower created. Or that could be the site of one of them, maybe.
Cool. All right. Queen of Clubs. Disease spreads through the community. Choose one.
God damn it.
You spend the week quarantining and treating the disease. Project dice are not reduced this week. Nobody knows what to do about it. Add health and fertility as a scarcity.
Damn. We should have done a lot more with the good times we had, boys.
I told you when we were like, "Oh, summer, you do so much. You're speed running." I was like, "Yeah, fall and winter's coming." I think now that there's a little bit more shift of like the importance of community, and like how bad things can go so quickly, I think we are going to focus on getting everyone to safety, and quarantining and treating the disease. The disease, however, is small obsidian growths that they go back to sort of the body of the explorer. It's gone, and the obsidian like chunks that had been put in are now like mounds of earth. Like there's like now like ridges, almost like they've been buried, and when they dig through it, there's nothing. It's almost like they have turned into these mounds. But they realize that like these obsidian growths can be sort of like removed. But it's a delicate procedure, so it takes all hands on deck to like get them out before it spreads.
Okay, and no projects go down, eh?
Nothing happens with the projects, no. I'm going to discover something new.
Can it be hot doctors?
Actually, I'm gonna start a project, and I think there's starting to be like a realization of this obsidian stuff might be a bigger problem than it is, and there's going to be a geological survey. They're gonna like do sort of like a ground scan of where the obsidian was buried, and try to match that elsewhere to see if there are other sites of like obsidian like turning into things. So they're gonna like go just gonna wander out like an exploratory science team and use this data to try to figure things out, and see if this has like been done before, because they found the book here. So it might, you know what I mean? Like there could be a correlation. So I think this is going to be I think like 4 weeks is as they sort of like wander the surrounding areas trying to figure it out. So if you want to add obsidian earth scans to the projects,
figure out the obsidian.
What's the sickness called, by the way?
Obsidian growths.
Obsidian.
Yeah.
That's the dumbest shit. We can't have a campaign about
think on it.
curing obsidian.
Can't we?
Ryan, the 5 of clubs.
5 of clubs. The 5 of clubs. The parish arrives. Who are they? Why have they chosen your community and for what? Or a small gang of marauders is making its way through the local terrain. Fuck marauders. The parish arrives. The parish is who the Sheerans have been waiting for. It's the rest of their community. And they are a group who spend more time worshiping a pantheon of gods than a single group. So they believe that there's a lot of benefit to spreading the love around. Because they think it's dumb to think that your one god of fortune can do enough for your life to fix it. So they believe in praying to more of a pantheon. Maybe there's some evil gods in there. We don't know. But that's sort of their idea. They're the parish.
Okay. Do your projects.
Got a port, baby.
We got a port. So the port opens up. So now we have access to more warehouses and storage. Because we realize the importance of like building things, we're taking local wood and making our own like actual wooden ships for exploration. And from here we'll start hopefully mapping out the islands to the north and hopefully find more resources to help push the community and eventually start more settlements throughout the continent.
Okay.
And then I still have a thing.
You have your action, yeah?
I'm going to discover something. I'm going to discover what's on this first little island closest to us. And we just find a bunch of goats.
It's all about finding animals.
Yeah, dude, we're in a new world. Of course, I'm all about finding animals. Yeah, they got some. They're all pink goats. It's an island of pink goats. Pink Goat Island.
Pink Goatee Club.
And they seem pretty chill, so this will probably be a place that they like build a watch post or a lighthouse. This is where they're going to build a lighthouse.
Okay. Well, you'll have to build your lighthouse on your next round.
I will.
This is Niall, the 10 of clubs.
10 of clubs. Harvest is here and plentiful and abundant. Or cold autumn winds drive out your enemies. Remove a threatening force from the map and the area.
We don't have any of those.
There's the bats.
We don't know if the bat's real. It's a cryptid. We don't know.
They ate the herds.
It might just be one.
Add an abundance. Harvest is here. Add an abundance. I think these weird, like, giant, almost like acorns, like they're like grapefruit, like pomelo-sized nuts are growing on a lot of trees towards the end of autumn. Those big trees, and like they're falling and they're like rolling down into the plains, like right outside the forest. It seems clear like this is kind of how it grows. Like they build up, and as they grow, it creates these mounds. When they drop their acorns, they roll and plant, and the trees just kind of like keep growing that way. So these nuts are like rolling out of the forest, and all of a sudden we have this like plentiful amount of this food.
Yeah, I call it big nuts.
We got big nuts.
Big nut forest.
They're like they can be used as fuel, so they're like almost like diesel, so they just call them D's nuts.
God damn it.
No, but they're this like food source, and who knows, can you brew with it? Can you use it as fuel? Can you make paste that's either medicinal or you know, grousing out of it? Nobody knows, but we got this abundance of big old nuts.
Big old nuts.
And the houses are done.
Fuck yeah.
I was really worried we were going to see a disaster and our characters would arrive and be like, "Oh,
Nowhere to live.
This is the worst town ever."
Yeah, I'm going to add in the section of the houses. I think that's going to be the green is the mercantile, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, Ryan, do you want to delete that tower now that it's dead?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to say a good chunk of the city is like homes. Like this
Nailed
whole. Yeah, look at those houses. They fucking kick ass. That's Space House right there.
Damn.
Sheesh.
We've got this really cool thing where the roofs don't line up with the houses. It's like this cool space.
It's
Yeah.
a new style that they're working on. Yeah, I think it is.
Hell
It
yeah.
still your? Yeah, it's your action, right?
Oh, it's my action. Yes. I think it's not the most fun option, but I think we need to build like a hospital. Like we've had a pretty bad scare of this disease, and things kind of went south. And now we've got the housing out of the way. It's like we definitely need a medical center. So I know we said no med bays ever, but try to build a med bay.
To be there, this isn't a ship. We're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Also, you guys did get a
So-
med bay last time.
Yeah. True. Eventually. What do we think? 4?
I think 3. I
Three
think we,
makes sense. We've done a lot of advancement in like building technology.
Yeah.
I guess it's not as big as a dock, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to try to get together and build a hospital in the wake of this kind of sickness that ran through.
Hell yeah. Okay, we are in winter. Our final
Oh, God.
months. At any point in time, our game can end.